watching the mainstream. I'm Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and this is a recorded session. It will be available on our website, our YouTube channel, and our LinkedIn handle as well. Today, we are back with yet another episode from our exclusive series called Voice of CIO, and we are joined by Mr. Vipin Kumar. He is a Chief Information Officer at UFLEX Group, India's largest multinational flexible packaging materials and solutions company. We are honored to have him as our speaker for today. With over 26 years of experience, Mr. Kumar has led transformative IT strategies across diverse industries, leveraging cutting edge technology solutions like IoT, AI, and Industry 4.0. A highly awarded leader, he is known for driving innovation, operational excellence, and cultural change in organizations. I'm more than thrilled to hear his insights. So, without any further ado, I would love to begin the session. Mr. Kumar, firstly, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me for the interview. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And with that, I would first like to start with your journey. You have more than 2 decades of experience now, 26 years in the IT space. What would you say were your key turning points in your professional journey? And if you could share something about that.
Yeah, actually, it's a long career. And when I review my career progression, I get a deep sense of satisfaction as some of the assignments I have managed were really difficult and challenging. I also consider myself quite fortunate because I got a chance to transform big businesses which presented me with very complex problems and challenging working conditions. Now, to overcome such challenges, I had to recalibrate myself. No, I learned that hard work, dedication, focused approach to success is the only mantra which will help me overcome these challenging environments and assist me in achieving my goals. The more difficult the environment became, the more determined I became to succeed. Then, of course, my firm belief in God saying, He helped those who help themselves, helped me to convert these challenges into opportunities and transform large businesses much beyond their expectations. I believe my honest approach to work has been the key to wherever I have reached in my professional journey.
Thank you so much. And I think we all can take some inspiration from that. So, thank you once again for sharing and giving us a glimpse about your journey. Coming back to your experience, you have led significant business transformations with technologies like IoT, AI, machine learning as well, and Industry 4.0. Can you share some of the major projects or major ideas that where these technologies delivered impactful results?
So, in my long journey in IT, I had the privilege of working with some of the largest organizations, and I have done some really meaningful business transformations, which are very close to my heart. So, I'll just narrate a few of them. So, I was working in an industry where, in spite of all the efforts, management was not able to sell products beyond a certain number. This is when business decided to seek IT help. Using very innovative IoT solutions, we launched smart products where the end users were able to interact online with the organization whenever they faced problems with the product. This two-way communication using IoT enabled devices enabled a strong relationship with the customer, thereby directly increasing the sales and significantly impacting the bottom and top line. Secondly, to help the sales department predict future sales, which is a major challenge actually, IT developed an application based on heuristic model, which captured the profile of all the walk-in prospect into our dealership. And using advanced algorithms, IT was able to predict whether the prospect will buy our product or the product of the competition and in which time frame. And you will be surprised to know that using this model, we achieved more than 80% efficiency in predicting future sales, model wise, which helped in aligning the entire production as per market demand, thus releasing huge amount of money which was locked into inventory. I mean, this was a game-changing project for the organization. And thirdly, we used AI ML based algorithms to predict the sale of spare parts region wise and season wise. So, spare part for certain industries is highly seasonal and it is dependent on the geography also, and the various models will sell in those geographies. So, we took a historical data, did a lot of churning on that data, and prepared a model through which we were accurately able to predict that in this season, in this particular geography, this is the kind of spare part volume which will get sold. And this actually helped us in back aligning the orders with the vendors and making the availability of the spare parts to the sales team at the right time in the right geography. This one particular project, it increased the sales of the spare parts by almost 5 times. So that is the impact these kind of disruptions have had on business.
Great, and it's really fantastic to know that so many technologies, emerging technologies, can really impact businesses in a positive way. But I'm sure once we talk about as long as there are opportunities when we talk about technology, there are challenges as well. So I would like to know from you, uh, as from your experience, you have also worked in retail, manufacturing, and automobile. What kind of common challenges you've come across and how did you overcome them?
See, every industry and business presents a unique challenge. It is extremely important for the CIO to understand the nature of industry he is working in, the business challenges the industry is facing, past and present strategies, future growth plans, areas of improvement in people, process, technology, and then create a roadmap for business growth. There is no fixed rule which one can follow. As far as I am concerned, I initiate close business engagement model, build trust relationships with various business teams, interact with all layers of business, from the bottommost layer to the topmost senior management. I interact with all of them, understand their views of their current problems, their current desires, and their future growth plans. Taking this as an input, I use my own past experience, my analytical thinking, my understanding of current technology, and also my judgmental capability, since I have worked in many large organizations facing a lot of issues. So all of this put together, it helps me to create a IT roadmap which is totally aligned with business needs. But I am very, very careful that when I'm designing this IT roadmap, I don't design this IT roadmap in an IT room. I ensure that at each stage of the evolving roadmap, the relevant business teams are part and parcel of the roadmap, so that they understand from the very beginning what they are going to get in the next 2, 3, 5 years from IT. And since the alignment happens at the roadmap level itself, then there's a question of co-ownership which comes in. And together, IT and business are able to deliver value, which is highly differentiating for business.
Correct. Thank you once again for shedding some light on that. And moving on, what is your approach when we talk about fostering, leadership and driving cultural shifts when it comes to an organizational level?
No, I think change management is, to my mind, the most difficult part of any CIO assignment, especially if one gets to work in large complex manufacturing businesses with lot of legacy applications and non-rotating workforce. See, people tend to work in a certain way and they believe that is the best way to do the job because they are not exposed to other environments. In such environments, I create very robust business engagement models and diligently work from bottom layer to the topmost senior management layer and educate them about the latest technological trends and how businesses are embracing new technology, modern technology for its own benefit. I regularly expose business teams to the latest industry trends by organizing product demos, taking business teams to innovation labs, present customer case studies, and make them understand the usefulness of using modern technology to transform themselves. I also bring forth the benefits they will get by transforming to a new environment. Importantly, I also address the soft issues of people. If you go to any organization, when you talk about transformation, it is not only about implementing technology. You have to change the mindset of people so that they adopt to the change. And there are certain soft issues which are involved. So some of the soft issues, what I have come across is people have fear of a job loss if they adopt to a new technology. They also have the fear that once a new technology comes in, possibly his role will become redundant and he will not be seen as something who is as important as he is today. And third is that there is always a sense of what happens if it fails. And people also have that fear that I am at a certain age. At this age, is this the right time to adopt technology, or I am better doing what I'm doing currently? So these are the kind of a lot of doubts which people have in their minds, which actually become impediments in them to embrace technology. And as a CIO, my job is to work with these people, address their concerns, make them people who understand that moving to a new technology, to a new work culture will only benefit them. And I remove these fears which are there in this mind. And when they become people who are ready to adopt technology, they come when the force comes from within, then these teams, they then in fact start leading the IT transformation projects and making them great success. I have seen very large organizations with very rigid cultures getting digitally transformed through this process.
Fantastic. And I would like to take it from there because you spoke largely about your role, current role as a CIO, and you know how it is important for organizations to adopt emerging technology because that is something that will benefit them for their future digital transformation journey. Again, taking it from there, you have been in this space for more than 2 decades. I'm sure you have seen technology evolve. Along with that, the role of CIO is also evolving. What is your take on that?
See, if you traditionally see the CIOs, they were seen more of helping and enabling businesses to run their daily routines. Now, with the advent of advanced technology, the role of CIO is significantly changing. And business expectation from a CIO is becoming more and more demanding. Today, a CIO is not that technology guy who sits in an IT room, gives some expert advice on a IT technology, and that's about it. That is not the expectation of business from a CIO today. Uh, if you have to succeed in the modern world as a CIO and prepare yourself for the challenges of the future, to start with, you must have a strong business acumen. CIO is supposed to talk business in business language, keeping the technology nuances to himself. He can't go and start talking of some very difficult IT concepts to business. They will lose interest in the talk. So CIOs must be very strong in technological understanding, team leadership, and should be highly effective communicators and leaders. They must also have great art of managing the soft skill issues. Now, businesses in future will expect the CIOs to be ready to take business leadership positions, develop new business models for growth and efficiency, create highly connected enterprises spanning employees, dealers, vendors, customers, and also implement concepts like hyperautomation to increase operational efficiency and reduce manpower cost. These are genuine concerns, and if a CIO is able to address them, he will be an extremely loved guy by business. Now, if I also talk about in future, I think CIOs, if you have to succeed in the future, because technology today, as you see, is evolving at a great pace, CIOs must develop deep knowledge of leveraging large business data sets for business benefit. People say data is the new oil. My guess is that it goes beyond the value of oil because data is where the hidden truth lies. So if you know how to leverage it to business benefit, you've done a great job for business. And CIO should also help business evolve the strategy because future strategy is not only based on business knowledge, it is also based on how you can bring in technology to further the cause of business, intrude into new products, intrude into new geographies, make better sales strategies. So these are something which, the role of CIO will come more and more relevant. He has to understand how technology can help business do all of that. And he's supposed to create highly interfaced systems. For example, there was a time when people used to talk about point systems, an ERP or something in the OT technology or something as analytics. Today, people want an integrated enterprise, completely seamless movement of information from one system to the other. And this increases your efficiency, this increases your productivity, and reduces your operational cost. So these are some of the things which a future ready CIO must focus on. And one major attribute I strictly believe that existing and future CIOs must possess is a deep understanding of information security, as it is the single biggest threat disrupting businesses globally. Since technology innovation cycle has now become faster, success for the CIO will also depend on how quickly he is able to leverage emerging technologies like various flavors of AI by implementing use cases which become business differentiators. So through IT, you have to create business differentiation for your business. Once you are able to do that, you remain relevant to business for all times.
Thank you once again, Mr. Kumar, for being so elaborative and comprehensive about the whole journey, the whole role of CIOs being evolved in the current digital age. I'm sure there's a lot to take away from that. Again, lastly, before we conclude this session, you have been recognized and awarded for your work in the IT space. Any suggestions or word of advice that you would like to give for the coming IT leaders, especially when it comes to making an impact in the organization?
No, I think foremost, keep everything about IT very simple. Interact more with business, win their trust. Don't bypass business while embarking on transformation journeys. A good CIO must possess the following skills to succeed. Now, if I elaborate that, enthusiastic about work, hardworking, dedicated, and focused to achieve goals. Good communicator and effective leader, managing cross-functional teams. Trusted by own team and business. This is a very, very important attribute. Ability to own failure. Should not allow your team to swim alone. Swim with them. Extensive knowledge of business and IT technology. He must be a good salesperson who can sell the value of IT to business. If he doesn't develop this skill, he will only be struggling with business on getting the funding for new projects. So he must learn how to sell IT to business, and the value, if understood by business, will make the process of funding of IT projects that much easier. And always keep a close eye on team delivery and cost. Cost is always dear, both to IT and to business. So you must keep a close eye on cost as well. And he should always believe in promise less and deliver more to be more successful. Don't just go overboard while committing. Be very, very sensible, be very, very realistic in promising, and always try to deliver more than what you have promised. This will always keep you the darling of business.
Wonderful. And thank you once again for sharing these key recommendations and practices. I'm sure not just IT leaders, but a lot of leaders from different space can a lot to take away from this session. So thank you once again, Mr. Kumar, for agreeing to do this with us and joining us today.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you so much for calling me here. Thank you.
Absolutely. And with that, we will be concluding this session. I definitely look forward to connecting with you again.
My pleasure. Sure, why not?
Thank you.
Thank you.